Meanwhile, a heated debate is expected in the House plenary when the legislators tackle the measure pushing for amendments to the economic provisions of the Constitution. This report by Freddie Abando.
Debate is on in the House to discuss Resolution Number 1 authored by Speaker Feliciano Belmonte, which proposes amendments to the economic provisions of the Constitution. The resolution provides for the insertion of the phrase "as may be provided for by law," which will enable Congress to initiate measures in the future to amend economic provisions of the Constitution. The provision on land ownership for foreign nationals, enhancing their position to invest in public utilities, media, advertising, and education. It's a move supported by local and foreign groups to enhance the country's drive to attract more foreign direct investments. The Philippines ranks number 5 among the ASEAN countries when it comes to foreign investments. In the recent meeting of parliamentarians in Myanmar, Deputy Speaker George D. Agabal bared the concern of other ASEAN countries that Philippine laws, to include the Constitution, does not offer a level playing field for investors. Agabal's stress is a plus for the country to enhance its competitiveness with the dawn of ASEAN integration in 2015.
We're trying to be part of a seamless community. If I were a Singaporean, for example, or a Malaysian, and he comes to the country and says, "I want to buy a land," and we tell him, "No, you cannot buy a land because you're a foreigner." And yet, when a Filipino goes to Singapore, for example, or goes to Malaysia and says, "I want to buy a land," and he can do it. Would there be a fair competition in a circumstance like that? No, of course not. The same is true with we want to invest in Malaysia, we want to invest in Indonesia, Singapore, and they tell us, "Oh, you can invest 100%. But when they come to the Philippines, we tell them, what do we tell them? "Oh, sorry, you can only own 40% because that's a nationalized." You see the disparity. And that's the reason why I said commitment, because although there's no express commitment, to be sure, these are things that we really have to look into seriously.
The minority is expected to challenge the move before the Supreme Court. Minority Leader Ronaldo Zamora stressed the Constitution can only be amended through a Constituent Assembly, a Constitutional Convention, or a People's Initiative. Zamora said the current exercise denigrates the Constitution as the supreme document that governs the country's democracy.
Pag nagbabalangkas ka ng saligang batas, medyo importante yan, Ewan ko kung binibigyan natin ng tamang importansya. Kung ang House of Representatives, we are doing one bill, one resolution, we are asking questions among each other, parang we are treating this as if we were just another bill. We're doing it now on second reading. In the end, what is to distinguish this from any other bill? The only difference is, at the end of it, magkakaroon ng plebisito. But alam naman niyo yung plebisito, hindi naman guarantee yan na ang mga tao pinag-aaralan yung malalaking issue na dapat nasa ilalim ng bawat pagbalangkas ng saligang batas.
For the People's Television Network, this is Freddie Abando reporting.